Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of June 4th. This week, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome readers and astrologers. But let's see what is going on for you this week. And yeah, looks like a good week. You have the Eight of Spades coming up first. So taking a break, needing to take a break, a couple of signs. Everybody's reading this week has been very similar. Which is interesting. It doesn't happen all that often that the readings are all like kind of alike and have similar messages. But needing to take a break after a difficult period of time. So maybe just everybody just needs a break, which definitely I feel like is true. Especially if you've been here on Earth for more than 8 years, I would say. Then definitely time for a break. This can represent taking that break, but it can also represent people. Eights represent socializing. It's been a very social week but this can represent just being with people you are really close to and kind of being able to recharge from there. But it is a card of health, and it is also another card that asks you to stay super healthy this week and make sure you don't get sick or injured. Next, you have the Nine of Hearts, card of wishes, getting something you wish for, getting something you want. So you could have a lot of wishes coming true this week. A lot of people getting this card as well this week, which is very interesting. It can just represent like an important message coming to you, and I don't normally say that. I haven't said it to any of those other signs that have had this card, but you have two very strong message cards, Three of Clubs and Queen of Spades. They both can represent intuitive messages, but not even. They could just be very important messages coming to you from people in your life, so definitely pay attention to the people around you. This is also a card of long-distance relationships, so again, you could be involved in that. Or it could be a card, it is a card of wishes, getting something you wish for, and victory, or kind of like realizing some sort of dream. What I think the answer is for you is I think that you are getting a chance to realize some sort of dream, or you are kind of seeing a very clear path towards being able to do something you've always wanted to do. So again, I don't necessarily think this is happening for you this week, but don't be too disappointed because again, it looks like you are kind of finding a way to do something that you didn't think you were going to be able to do. So I really like to see that for you. Three of Clubs, card of second chances. So I feel like the second chance for you is, again, to realize some sort of dream or to get something you want. This could also just represent some sort of creative solution. So again, maybe you've always wanted to go to college and you couldn't for whatever reason, and then maybe all of a sudden somebody out of the blue wants to pay for you to go to college. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but again, there could be all sorts of like creative solutions and things like that available to you now that you never thought possible. So pay attention to those things. Next, you have the Queen of Spades. Again, could be messages coming to you. This is a card, I say, of jumping into darkness. It is a card where, that's the other thing, is that it is a card where sometimes we could get an opportunity, but we're like resistant to it because we have to make a decision like very, very quickly. So again, if you have the opportunity to realize one of your dreams and you're being resistant to it, just jump in, just do it. Sometimes it's weird how, I think, I've felt these things in my life too, where it's like, I've wanted to do something for a really long time, and then when the chance comes, I get nervous or whatever, I don't want to do it. So try not to have those feelings at this time. This card can represent divorce. I don't normally say that, but it did pop into my head. So again, if any of you are going through a divorce, this can just represent the process and going through a divorce. Next, you have the Two of Spades, card of separation. So again, could be divorce for some of you, but again, you'd already be going through it. To me, this is a card of changing your mind about things and having your mind changed. As I've said for like the past 2 years, this is a sign of the times. It's a sign of what we have in the astrology. I believe, at least, that a lot of us could be changing our minds. We could be changing anything. It could be about our diet, could be our political beliefs, religious beliefs, like, the list goes on and on there. But we could start believing something we never thought we would believe. To me, we could probably boil it down to Neptune and Pisces. Neptune and Pisces can give us like things where we, again, feel resistant to the change for whatever reason because we never thought we would believe something. So, again, it can kind of represent an evolution of beliefs. And I don't want to get too crazy on here, but, again, just know that you might be going through it. Let's put it that way in regards to like some sort of belief that you have. So, this card just says go with the flow, follow the process, and just see where it leads you. And finally, Three of Hearts. Really good card of, I just call this an indicator card. To me, it just says things are moving forward in the right direction. And, again, the way I was taught to read this card is just that if there's anything negative here, which you really don't really have anything negative, that it pushes it more towards the positive side of things. So I really like to see this card. It can be a card of feeling a lack of love or feeling some sort of, even if you're in a relationship, feeling something is off. But this card just asks you to communicate with the person in your life or people if you are single and to, kind of turn this card into a 4, so to speak. But it looks like a really good week. Again, I feel like mostly about opportunities to do something you've always wanted to do, which is really nice. Or again, coming up with some really good ideas on how to do something, how to realize some sort of dream. So that is really nice. So thank you for watching and enjoy your week.